I want to welcome Alexa Carlin. Alexa, for you to be here with us this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I wanted to highlight Alexa because we recently met at a networking event local here in Fort Lauderdale, and I was just very, very impressed at a leader at such a young age taking a vision and a concept and creating that, implementing a program into reality. And
thank you.
And I just want you to talk about your program. How did you come up with the idea? When did you come up with it? Why did you come up with it? And give us some insights to your thinking and how you took real action and implemented this program.
Yeah, definitely. So my organization is called Hello Perfect. And I started the company when I was in college in 2011. And it was the summer when I was interning in New York City. And it just started as a blog with the basis and premise to build confidence in people so they can go out and accomplish their wildest dreams. Because I hate when people don't believe in themselves and when people allow society and what others say allows them to settle for less. Right. So I wanted to start something that gave people confidence and self-esteem and showed people that, hey, they did it, you can too. And there was one turning point that really made me launch the company was when I was walking in to the bathroom at a bar in New York City.
Okay.
And there was a row of girls in front of the mirror saying, oh my God, I hate my hair. Oh my God, I look so fat in this dress. I am so ugly. And that's a constant battle that people have in the mirror, or
wow.
People don't, especially young girls, they don't give themselves compliments. It's like normal to put yourself down.
They were beating themselves up,
yeah.
And you saw that.
And the more you do that, the less you believe in yourself.
Exactly.
You let your appearances define who you are when that doesn't define who you are at all. So that was the main premise for Hello Perfect.
Wow.
And also it stemmed from my own experiences. I got really badly cyberbullied in middle school. I was the shy girl growing up, and I moved to a new town going into middle school. Middle school is a very hard age.
Right.
So I had no friends, and I always kept on changing who I was, changing what I wore, what I said to try to fit in. And it doesn't work.
No.
And not until it was high school. So high school I got into student government, and then junior year my advisor told me to run for student body president. And this was something only seniors were, and it was something I never thought in a million years I would be able to accomplish. You have to stand in front of the classroom, speak, and I was just the shy, timid girl who still
Can you believe this?
Who still didn't, I didn't even know who I was, really.
Right.
But someone believed in me, and I went for it. And I won. And at that point, I realized that when you're focusing on something that's much bigger than yourself, you stop caring so much about what you look like in the mirror, what other people are saying, or what society defines as perfection.
Right, right.
So that was really the inspiration behind Hello Perfect. By teaching girls and guys to focus on something they're passionate about, and that's the way to build self-esteem.
Wow. In the leadership journey, which is our program, we talk a lot about that, of defining what is your vision, what is your mission, what are your goals, what is your passion. And you've taken these concepts and implemented them right into reality. So tell us, how long has it been going now, Hello Perfect?
The blog started 2011, and it really grew into this worldwide movement. We're read in over 150 countries.
Wow.
We've gotten huge celebrities to join on to our Perfect Is movement, which is where we ask people to redefine perfection by submitting their own definition. We had Mark Cuban, Shaquille O'Neal, Marc Jacobs, huge names. And it was just this past September 2013, that I wanted to make a bigger impact.
Right.
And I filed to become a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Wow. So now you're taking membership. Is that your desire for people to be members of your blog, or what do you want people to do out there to join this movement?
I want people to help support us through events, fundraising, outreach, really social media. But what we are trying to do is put our programs into schools.
Right.
So we have a curriculum that's basically a 1 to 2 hour intensive workshop.
Okay.
And it's for middle school girls. We've done, or middle and high school, but now we're focusing really on middle school because that's the age that
Yes.
a lot of things happen, especially with girls. So our curriculum will help empower girls to love and believe in themselves,
Okay.
to learn about health and wellness, and to really focus on everything from their mind, body, and spirit.
Wow, so it's a really holistic approach.
Very holistic.
For-
I'm a holistic health coach.
Oh, you
which
are?
is stemmed from a different story in college, but basically, the reason that I decided to make it a nonprofit was senior year of college. So it was January 2013, literally 2 years ago. I was rushed to the hospital and I was induced into a medical coma.
Whoa.
My body went into septic shock.
Mm.
And they really never found out the cause, but I was in a coma for 6 days and in the ICU for 10. And during this time, they gave me a 1% chance of living. They told my mom, call your whole family. She has 24 hours to live.
And this was where, in New York, or where?
No, I was at University of Florida.
University of Florida in
Yeah,
Gainesville.
so I was at Shands Hospital. And then after this, you know, a miracle happened. I survived, but not a lot of research done on post-sepsis symptoms. So I graduated college on time, moved to New York City to build the blog while working for a fashion magazine, which was always my dream. And then little did I know I was walking around with a compromised immune system, digestive issues, and a whole other list of health problems. So no doctor can heal me. Every doctor prescribed me more medicine, and I was just getting sicker and sicker by the day. So a year after I moved to New York, I decided to move back home to have the support from my family and heal myself. And after, say, the 25th doctor that just prescribed me all different medication that I was taking, I decided to heal myself through nutrition and the mind. Positive thinking, meditation. I enrolled to become a holistic health coach to learn just about all the dietary theories. Became vegan, gluten-free, and now I actually just published a gluten-free vegan cookbook of all the recipes that helped heal me.
You are such a dynamo. What a leadership example for all of us to follow. And what's so beautiful about it, you're doing it at such a young age. Do you see it as a continuous process for the young ladies that get into this to grow, develop, and mature and take their lives to new levels? And how do you keep growing this muscle, if you will, of leadership?
Definitely.
What do you see as the steps?
So leadership and self-esteem and health, you know, those things are journeys. It's not a destination. You'll never get to where there's no end point, which is the beauty of it, really. The journey is the fun part.
It is.
So I took leadership in my own life. And I believe that in order to lead others, you need to first set the foundation for yourself.
Love it.
So I use the analogy that I came up with. We're kind of like a tree. So if you look at a tree, you don't see any of the roots. They're underground. But the roots need to first set and grow in order for the tree to grow. And that's the same with internally, with just even if it's just your mindset, or if it's an actual health problem that you need to fix, or anxiety or depression or anything you're dealing with. You need to first work on yourself in order to plant the roots. And then once the roots are, this is what I did the past year trying to heal myself. It was a very like an inner year, and I say 2015 is now an outer year.
Okay.
You plant the roots so you can grow. And that doesn't mean that life won't knock you down, or you won't have failures, or things won't come, but that's just like a tree getting chopped down. The roots are still there, so it can still continue to grow.
Well, that's where the persistence comes in. And I see that you're really persistent. You did not give up. I'm sure you ran into a couple of roadblocks along the way.
Oh, definitely.
Can you talk about some of those blocks that like got in your way that you had to overcome? First of all, you had that illness, but then you overcame that. Still don't know what the cause is, but it sounds like you're working inside and now outside.
Yes.
What are some other barriers that you had to overcome to launch this process that you could advise others to just go through? Not even think about it, but just go through them. Even though they get scared, you got to go through it. And I'm sure you were scared many times.
Yeah, definitely. When I was in New York, I developed post-traumatic stress disorder. Because I thought I was going to get that sick again.
Wow.
And I was doing video blogs at the time for Hello Perfect, and I was in a very depressive state and a very negative state because I was living in fear, which is no way to live.
No.
But I was doing these video blogs about being happy and confident and living life to the fullest. And my friend said, you need to take your own advice. You're not living what you say. And it's not so much you need to walk the talk.
Right, right.
Because I deep down believe in that.
Yes.
But giving advice to others and doing those video blogs and keeping Hello Perfect running, it gave me that hope, and it gave me that advice I needed. I needed my own advice at the time. So one of my friends, she just became a yoga teacher. And she was going through the training, and she messaged me, and she was saying that she doesn't think she's good enough. How can she teach others when she's not perfect, right? But by her teaching others, she's learning, she's growing. So don't let your education level or your expertise level stop you from going after what you really want, because you'll never be as good as you want to be. That's always a journey.
I love what you're saying in that, because so many people get stuck when they say, I didn't take this class, this class, this class, and then they stop. And you put yourself out there and kept doing it, and your friend gave you feedback and you listened to it. Take your own advice, and you listened to her and took the advice and implemented some of the concepts.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy, but overcoming anything isn't easy. But when you focus on something, like I said in the beginning, what you're passionate about, you realize that the feelings will pass.
So focus on what you love to do the most, what you're passionate about, what you eat, sleep, and drink, and would do for free.
Yes, and give back to others.
Give back to others, and then that will encourage others to do the same, and that will multiply.
Definitely.
As some closing words, is there anything that you need of the audience in terms of what they can do back for you or for Hello Perfect in order to keep this message alive and keep this growing?
Yeah, definitely. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, HelloPerfect.com. But really what we're working on is building our programs, and our one workshop is $350, and it's free for the students as we get sponsorship. So any donations, if you're a student and want to help, you can host fundraisers or sell t-shirts on campus. Or if you just want to be part of the Perfect Is movement, you can go on our website and type in your definition of perfect. And always just spreading the word. I mean, talking to your friends, giving them advice, giving yourself a compliment. That's spreading the Hello Perfect message, because you're growing from it, and that's what we're all about.
Oh my gosh, Alexa, it's been such a pleasure having you and learning more about Hello Perfect. This is an inspiration for all of us to take. Go for your dreams, go for your passion, help others, implement it like Alexa has done with Hello Perfect.
And never give up.